Please. Hello, hello. I have a beautiful question for you. Beautiful question that could change everything for you. Could change absolutely everything. And that question is, do you have a burning desire? Do you have a burning desire, or do you have like a lukewarm, maybe it'll happen, like I hope it happens? Do you have a New Year's resolution? Even worse. Hint, resolutions aren't going to do it for you. You have to want something so bad that you can taste it. That it is you against you when it comes to getting it. For years and years and years, I had New Year's resolutions. I was going to do something. And then when those things didn't happen, I thought, oh, maybe it was just not for me. Not this year. I'll try again next year. But what I want you to do is I want you to be so obsessed with what you want that there's no way that you're not going to get it. I want you to give yourself permission to like partner with you in the universe. But the heat that you put under that desire will move you into action. I can tell you, no heat, no action. If you don't have heat, you'll have excuses, you'll have procrastination, you'll have blaming others and everything else for what's happening or not happening, but you will not have results. The fact is that you were meant to live an abundant life. That's what you're put here for. You're not put here to settle. You're not put here to live a lukewarm life. You're not here to live in poverty and not have what you want. You're here to get everything that you want. The universe is always supporting you to make this a reality, constantly. But you have to do your part. Okay, to create the life that you desire, you first have to live in harmony with the universal laws. You have to be committed to saying to yourself, I'm willing to do what it takes in order to get what I want. And when you work with these laws, this means that you are willing to live from the inside out versus the outside in. I used to say when I would set a New Year's resolution or I would set a goal that was like a whatever goal, when I had a desire, I would say to myself, okay, when this, and this happens, then I'll have it. One of the main universal laws, you guys, is this law of cause and effect. I want you to understand, first and foremost, you are the cause. You start giving the cause away and start putting that power in other people's or other circumstances' hands, you lose. You lose. You are the cause. In all cause and effect. It's not up to your spouse to do something and then you'll do something. It's not up to your manager at work. It's not up to your government. It's not up to whoever, your business partner or the bank or the lottery. A lot of people say, when I hit the lottery, then I'll do that. Why are you waiting on some outside circumstance to light a fire under something that you want? It's not up to them. It's not up to that circumstance. It's up to you. We create our life circumstances, but we create them in our mind, in our imagination. That's where they are created first before they become a reality. Most people just either don't understand this, or they do get it, but they aren't using it to their advantage. Instead, what happens is they start thinking about what they want until this, or this happens, and then they give up on it. Or they'll focus on their current circumstances. Well, I can't do that because my bank account currently says this. I can't do that because my health is currently this, or my relationship's currently this, or my job is currently this, or my kids are this age. Why are you waiting? Instead of thinking about what you want in order to reshape your future, you're thinking about what you currently have. And as a result, what you currently have is not going to change. That bank account balance is not going to change. The shape of your work life is not going to change. The shape of your health or your relationships is not going to change. Set all the New Year's resolutions you want. And don't worry, 98% of humans are doing this. And I'm going to talk to you guys very soon about why only 2% stick it through. What I want you to do is I want you to sit down and first let your imagination flow. Really think about, how do you want to live your life? And then I want you to write out exactly what you want. List it all. Everything. Even if it seems ridiculous. Trust me, living in Barbados or somewhere hot, when I was living in Southern Ontario, seemed ridiculous. Until I lit a fire under that desire, and it just magically happened. Notice my finger exercises there. Magically happened. Okay, I want you to list everything you want. Go through all areas of your life. Your health, your wealth, your relationships. I want you to have a life where you have a labor of love. I don't want you to have a job. Screw having a job. Jobs are safe. I want you to have a labor of love. I want you to have that thing that gets you out of bed every morning, not makes you want to hit the snooze button. And when you start to use your imagination and start to, instead of making up all the reasons on why that can't happen, I want you to say to yourself, what if this actually was possible? What if I could actually do this? What if my bank account actually looked like that? What if my career, my labor of love actually looked like that? What if I lived in that house? What if I drove that car? What if my relationships, whether it be with my partner or my kids or my parents or my siblings, what if they actually looked like that? You are the force. Just like this ocean flowing behind me, it is a force of nature, and so are you. It is focused on nothing except for its goal. That's what you need to then do. Concentrate your thinking on only where you're going. And the more concentration you have, the more fire is lit underneath of it. Someone comes in and says, you can't have that. You can't do that. That's crazy. You don't worry about it. That thought that they just had was a them problem. And you get to focus on continuing to light that fire. You keep that fire burning. Okay, and here's the problem, is that our society and all the systems that we've created in our society, including our education system, this isn't what we're teaching. We're teaching you go to school for 20 years, and then you'll get the letters, and then you'll get the job, and then you'll get the paycheck. None of that has anything to do with desire. A lot of people, in fact, have no desire to continue their education, yet they do it because it's the right thing to do. It's what you're supposed to do. But I promise you, if right now you Googled richest people in the world, you're going to see your Elon Musks, your Mark Zuckerbergs, your Bill Gates, not one of them went the route of doing what everybody else was doing. And we don't think about that. Okay, I want you to not worry about what everybody else is doing. And I want you to decide, what do I want my life to look like? What do I want it to feel like? And I want you to understand that everything that's happened in your life up until now has happened for you to teach you something, to give you this desire in the first place. I don't want you to ever think when you have a desire, oh, that desire is not for me. It must be for someone else. It wouldn't be for someone else. It's for you. It was given to you on purpose. Everything in this universe is on purpose. Everything. Including that desire that you have. And it's yours. And it wants you as much as you want it. Your thoughts, your thought waves are these like cosmic waves. And they go through all time and space. And they're an energy. And they put this image in your mind. And it's your image. It's not for anybody else. It doesn't matter where you were born, what your gender is, what your sexual orientation is, what your socioeconomic status is. It doesn't care. You have lots of people, lots of examples. When you're Googling most successful people, most whatever, that came from horrendous backgrounds. And I'm even here to tell you that if I can do it, you can do it. On paper, it didn't make sense for me either until I started to do it. But your thinking, your desire, that's what it starts with. You are the cause. So first, step one, build an image of what you want. Build it. You build it. Don't let anybody else build it for you. That's what's been happening your whole life. You build the image of what you want. And then I want you to become emotionally involved with this image that you've created. Okay, any thoughts that you have that are fixed with emotion, this is like, it's like a magnet. It's like a moth to a flame. You will start to attract it in. This is the law of attraction. Remember I said, know your universal laws. Know how they work. And every time you think of your desire, pay attention to the vibration that it sets up within you. This has happened to you before. Have you ever wanted something so bad that it makes the hairs on your arms stand up? You'll feel it. And you'll just know that it's yours. When we had the idea to move to Barbados, everybody kept saying, but you've never been there before. Why do you want this? And Dave and I would just say, I don't know. There's just something there for us. There's something there for us. No idea what it is. And it's not up to us to know that. We just knew it was going to be awesome. Turns out it's awesome. Wouldn't you know? Lots of lessons learned. And just even thinking about that shifts my vibration, just even thinking about it. Because either way, you will attract in what you are in harmony with. Like attracts like. If you are thinking about what's not in your bank account, the job you don't have, the relationship you don't have, the weight that's on the scale that you want it to say, if you're thinking about what you don't want, you will continue to get what you don't want. That's the way it works. Everything is on a frequency. So if you want to change any of those things, you have to become a match for what it is. The only thing that got me here in Barbados is because we were a match for it. That when I lived in my other house that I loved, it's because I was a vibrational match for it. When I attracted in my husband, it's because we were a vibrational match for each other. When my bank account used to look like this, it's because that's what I was thinking about. And when my bank account looks like that, it's because that's what I'm thinking about. But it's up to me to light that fire. I want you to ask the question, do you have a fire under your desire? Thanks so much for joining. You guys are awesome. Have a good day, you guys.